6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1964, I left Van Hill Farms and was transferred to Shemya Air Force Base, Alaska. Shemya is the second to the last island in the Aleutian chain. It is about an hour from Russia's mainland and about 5 hours from any military support. Even though it was an Air Force base, there was only one plane there, no real defense. I was like before, supply clerk. Like before, I had no direct supervisor. I sort of came up with my own jobs, which is like before, laundry, sheets, pillows, and paperwork. I was also company armor on this post, and while I was there, they switched from M1 World War II infantry rifles to an M14, which already was basically an obsolete weapon. It did not work in Vietnam. Well, when I got them, I left them strictly in their Cosmoline package and ignored them. Then we had already had our rifle practice for the year, so why worry about it? Next, IG inspection came through, and he came through and looked at them, and he said in 30 years never been to a company armor where the weapons were still not unpacked. He says, what's my excuse? I said, two. One, would you trust these group of geeks with weapons? And number two, considering our location, our best defense, as the Russians sent paratroopers, to put up our hands and say, I surrender. There was also no women on the island. It was strictly men. There was probably about 1,000. I'm not actually sure. It was a long time ago. I was also the training officer, and 1 month the Alaskan Command came down and was to teach sexually transmitted diseases. No, I'm not going to teach that. So I showed an old film about at the close of World War I, U.S. Army went up the Trans-Siberian Railroad in a crazy attempt to rescue the Tsar. They got about 1,200 miles up and discovered that they didn't have any allies up there, and the Red Army was closing in, and so they made basically a quick retreat back out of that country, and hopefully, and hoped history would forget that silly incident. Food, wine, and movies. That was Shemya Island. I was there nearly 13 months. At the end, I was with negotiations. I called personnel and I wanted a promotion, so they sent me to Fort Devens, Massachusetts, training for electronic countermeasures training, and onward to Two Rock Ranch. And that is the end of Alaska. Thank you. Bye. Two little facts that I failed to mention. One, Shemya is the healthiest place in the world. Year-round temperature was pretty much a constant temp, just above freezing. No one I knew ever caught a cold there. Number two, I had the rank of Pfc, which is the basic rank any soldier gets after leaving basic training. I was the most senior Pfc in a worldwide command. In fact, they sent me a letter stating that. I don't know why I was never promoted, but I never was. Possibly because I had a lot of neurotic tics. I just thought I'd better throw these two little facts in, give a little explanation. Thank you. Okay.